Good morning to everyone. Once again, welcome to Civics class. In this class, we are going to see the points which we had revised in the previous class. So I request you, please pay attention carefully. Point number 1, chapter number 1, understanding diversity. We are going to revise the 2 points in the revision, diversity in India and how do we explain diversity. And today date is 8th January 2021. In our previous class already we had seen the diverse features of India, and we are now able to explain how do we can explain diversity. So the question, how do we explain diversity? Now you are able to write the definition of diversity. So quickly we are recapitulating the different types of diversity in India. First, diverse features of India. In that already we had seen the different types and differences in Indian culture, custom, languages and religion. So let's check out what are they. So Indian people have diverse features like different custom and belief. Second, different languages. Third, different dress and food habits. Different religious and regional differences. The last one is different living style. So dear cadets, here Indian peoples, they are following different customs and beliefs. They are speaking different language, just like Marathi, Gujarati, Rajasthani, Kashmiri and so on. They are wearing different dresses and following the different culture and include with the different food habits. They are having the different religion, just like Hindu, Muslim, Christianity, Buddhism, Sikhism and so on. Regional differences, we are having the different states and regional barriers. And our living style is totally different from each other. So these all the points already we had seen in the part 5th of the chapter number 1, understanding diversity. So let's quickly recapitulate by seeing the photographs which we revised in the previous points. Point number 1, already we had seen the different dance form of India. Okay. In that, the Kathak, Mohiniyattam, Kuchipudi, Bharatanatyam, Odissi, Manipuri and so on. The dance forms are speaking the diversity is in a unique nature in India. Next, by seeing this photograph, you are understanding already we had seen the Gujarati Thali, Uttar Pradesh Thali, Andhra Pradesh Thali, Rajasthani Thali and Punjabi Thali. So by seeing this photograph, you are understanding about how there is a different varieties and differences are there in our food habits. Moving further, dress style, Manipuri, Kashmiri, Tamil Nadu dress and royal dress. By seeing this dress, again we are recapitulating the different dressing styles of India. Moving further, this is your assessment part. How is India a diverse country? How does India's rich heritage of diversity add to your life? Is unity in diversity an appropriate term to describe India? So here the 3 questions I am giving you for as an assessment purpose. You have to write these 3 questions, and after completing of this chapter, you have to write the answer of these 3 questions. Okay? First one, how is India a diverse country? Again and again I am repeating you the same thing, which making you aware about the diversity in India. Second, we are going to see about the rich heritage of diversity and what it is adding to your life. In the second question you have to write about that. The third question you have to see about the unity in diversity is an appropriate term to describe India. So please write these 3 questions, and after the completion of this chapter, you have to write the answer. Next, moving towards to our class. In our class, again we are going to revise the upcoming points of this same chapter. Let's see what the topic is there. So, today's topic of discussion We are going to see chapter number 1, Understanding Diversity, topic number 6, Diversity in India. Okay, so I request you, please pay attention properly, and after that we are going to have the discussion on one photograph. Okay, let's proceed. Of the two states of India. So what were the areas we are going to see? First, let us try to understand what we mean when we say that the historical and geographical factor influence the diversity of a region. We can do this by reading about the two different parts of our country. In India, we are having the two parts, Kerala and Ladakh. We are going to read the story. This is a photograph of the dry barren landscape of mountainous desert of Ladakh that has been given in the textbook also. Next, by seeing this photograph, you can understand about Ladakh is the desert. That's a cold desert of India. Ladakh is the cold desert of India. Next, we are going to see about the story of Kerala and Ladakh. The story will speak about their different religion, custom, their occupation and many more things. So let's proceed to have the story. And I know that number of the students already read the story and they are in the mood to have a conclusion of the differences and similarity of these two parts of our country. First, this is the homework for you. Please read this carefully. Look at the map of India in an atlas. Locate Kerala and Ladakh in an outline political map of India. From the atlas, you have to locate Kerala and Ladakh. After that, can you list the three ways in which the different geographical location of these two regions would influence the following? The food people they eat, the clothes they wear, the work they do. Question number 1 is to locate Kerala and Ladakh in the outline political map of India, or you can just make it from the atlas. Then this is another question, you have to make the two parts, Kerala and Ladakh, the people which they are eating the food, you have to write the name for the Ladakh also and for Kerala also. We are going to do this activity in the upcoming slides. Next, this is the story given in the textbook, right? So I place the picture here. This is the story, okay, of Ladakh. Now the question is arising, the fonts are not clearly visible. So step by step we will take one paragraph and we are going to study here. This is the story of Ladakh. This is the story of Kerala. This is the fishing net. This is the Pashmina shawl here, and that the Kerala boat race downside. So this story already you have read because I placed as an homework in the previous one. So next, to study this story in detail, we are going to proceed. First, Ladakh is a desert in a mountain in the east of Jammu and Kashmir. Very little agriculture is possible here since the region does not receive any rainfall and is covered in snow for a large part of the year. So there are very few trees that can grow in this region. For drinking water, people depend on the melting of snow during the summer month. So this is the geographical location and how that geographical region makes effect on the lives of the people, and that's why their life is different from the other people. That creates the number of diversities in India. Next, people here keep sheep and goats. The goats in this region are special because they produce Pashmina wool. This wool is priced and Pashmina shawls cost a lot of money, that means more. This is the woman weaving a Pashmina shawl. The photograph is placed in textbook also, you can see it from there also. The people in Ladakh carefully collect the wool of the goat and sell this to the traders from Kashmir. Pashmina shawls are chiefly worn in Kashmir. That's a very great occupation they are doing, and the shawls cost are very high, they are very expensive. Next, the people eat meat, milk products like cheese and butter. Each family owns some cows and goats and yaks, and being as desert did not mean that Ladakh did not attract to share the traders, because that's a very good landscape. The number of the travelers, they used to go there and they used to enjoy there. Then it is the main reason where the passes are also there. People move from one place to other. The caravans traveled. It was also today called Tibet. These caravans carried the textiles, spices, raw silk and carpet also from the passes. Next, Buddhism is the main religion and mysticism. So Buddhism reached Tibet via Ladakh only. Ladakh is also called as Little Tibet. Islam was introduced in this region around 400 years ago, and there is a significant Muslim population here. Ladakh has a rich oral tradition of singing the songs and poems. Local version of the Tibetan national epic, the Kesa Sangha, was performed and sung by the both Muslim people as well as Hindu. That means, the Buddhism. So Muslim and Buddhism, these two religions, they are followed by the people, those who are living in Ladakh. Next, we are going to see the story of Kerala. Kerala is the state in which the southwest corner of India. As you are seeing the India's map, so downside Kerala is there. Then next, it is surrounded by the sea on one side and the hills on the other. The number of the spices like pepper, cloves, cardamom are grown in the hills. It is spices that made this region to be more attractive. People from the different parts of the world, they used to come here for the trading purpose, just like the Jews and Arab traders were the first to reach here, and the apostle of the Christ, Saint Thomas, is believed to have come here nearly around the 2000 years ago. He is credited with bringing the Christianity to India. In that story we had seen the Muslim and Buddhist. Here we are seeing Christianity, right? Next, many Arab traders also came and settled down here. Ibn Battuta, a Chinese traveler who traveled here little and less 700 years ago, wrote a travelogue in which he described the lives of Muslims and says that were a highly respected community. The Portuguese discovered the sea route to India from Europe when Vasco da Gama landed with a ship here. Moving further, because of all these various historical influence, peoples in Kerala practice different religions. There's Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Hinduism and Buddhism also. These are the religions followed in Kerala states. So the fishing net used here look exactly like the Chinese fishing net and are called as Chinawala, right? So Chinawala, or even the utensils used for frying that fish or cooking that fish is called as China chatti. So, and it is believed that the word China would have come from the China. The fertile land and the climate are suited to growing rice, and a majority of the people here eat rice, fish and vegetable. So here is the story of the two particular parts of India. We are seeing what the peoples are eating in Ladakh, what the peoples in Kerala they are eating. So the two areas and their rich diversity and culture we had observed. Let's have the summarization of all this. Next, see the Chinese fishing net is quite similar as we are having in Kerala. Next, moving further to have the comparison. While Kerala and Ladakh are quite different in terms of geographical features, the history of the both regions has seen similar cultural influence. Both regions were were influenced by the Chinese and Arab traders, both the region. Then it was the geography of Kerala which allowed for the cultivation of spices and special geographical location of Ladakh and its wool. So geographical reason for the spices and for the wool. That bring the traders to this region. Thus the history and the geography are often tied in the culture life of the region. So it is clear history and geographically both making the culture variation in a particular parts of any area. The influence of diverse culture is not merely a thing of the past. Our present lives are all about moving from place to place for work, and with each move our culture, tradition and way to life slowly become part of the new place we are in. Similarly, in our neighborhood, we live close to people from several communities. Right? Our daily lives are about the way in which we do things together and hear stories about each other life, custom and tradition. So here we had ended the story of Ladakh and story of Kerala. We had seen the people of Ladakh, what they are eating, what the occupations are there, and what the peoples of Kerala peoples they are doing. So by seeing the comparison, we are understanding about the traders coming from the different parts of the world. Chinese and Arab people influence both the places, and the history is having the diverse variations. Next, again we are seeing the comparison, influence of historical and geographical factors of Ladakh. If you want to write down this one, you please write it. This is the India's Jammu and Kashmir area. This part is the Ladakh. Pashmina shawls. What the peoples are doing here? Ladakh is cold desert in the eastern part of Jammu and Kashmir. Little vegetation, drinking water problem is there. People here make pashmina shawl from the ship for training. They eat meat and milk product. Ladakh is connected with Tibet. They use camels to carry the textile and raw spices and carpet. They follow Buddhism and Islam. And they used to sing the song, that is the Kisa Sangha, both the Buddhists and Muslims. Already we had seen all these points from Ladakh. Next go to Kerala. See here, influence of the historical and geographical factor. Ladakh, dressing style, landscape, vegetation, food style, people and camels and turbans. See how they used to move from one place to another. Next, influence of historical and geographical factors of Kerala. So if we are seeing here, so this arrow is representing this part, banana shape like this, that is the Kerala, right? This part, Jammu and Kashmir here, Ladakh is here, Kerala is here. Next, in Kerala is situated in the southwest corner of India. Vasco da Gama came here, called and landed to Calicut. It is known for the spices which attract the Jews and the Arab trader. Christianity, right? Then people practice here different religion, and the fertile land is suitable, and the main occupation is agriculture and fishing here. By seeing this two comparison, you are understanding that historical and geographical factor influence the diversity of the particular place. See, food style different, landscape different, vegetation different, people different, dressing style different, and fishing is also different. By seeing the photograph, you can clearly understand about the two regions and their vegetation, people, dressing style, landscape, food, fishing, that's the occupation, is totally different. Moving further to have the answers. Please make a note of it. This is the activity part. Please write down this, and this is your homework. You have to fill up this. What the activity is here? List the difference between Ladakh and Kerala. You have to make the columns like this, and you have to make the separate column for Ladakh and Kerala. Location where they are locating, that means situated, which festival they are celebrating dance form, occupation, sports activity, you have to write here. Next, whatever the homework I place, you please do it. If you want to click the photo, click it and send to me on the WhatsApp. Please do the homework properly. Write your all work in a single line 200 page notebook. If you are still facing any doubt and difficulty, please ask to me. Thank you to each and everyone for watching the videos. Please go through my all videos and learn properly. Thank you once again to you. Jai Hind.